A lot of guys misunderstand the meaning of frame and frame control, particularly when they see an attractive woman and they go and talk to her and it doesn't work out the way they want it to. They describe this event as losing the frame. But that's actually a misnomer, because you can never really lose the frame, because you always have the frame that governs your behavior. It's just that sometimes your frame is very, very strong, and sometimes your frame is very, very weak. You have your frame, they have their frame. Consider the idea of qualifying. Most guys only go after girls that are attractive, and that's all they care about. That's actually a scarcity mindset. Because if you've ever been in a relationship with a woman, no matter how long or short, that is physically qualified but emotionally unqualified, or personality-based unqualified, that is a horrible situation to be in. So if somebody is going through life and their only criteria is that she's attractive, that's a very, very weak position to operate from. In reality, life is all about sorting. Very few people that you meet in life will be qualified to be in your life. Imagine if you had a business and you decided that everybody that walked in the door would be qualified to work for your business simply because they could speak English or whatever language you speak. That would be kind of like saying that every girl that's attractive is qualified to be in a relationship with you. That's a disastrous idea. Because if you ran your business by thinking that everybody that had the ability to walk into the door and say, hey, in whatever language you want them to speak, if you thought they were qualified, that would make your business turn into a disaster. Unless you qualify hard the people that you hire for your business is going to collapse. Similarly, unless you qualify hard the people that you let into your life, particularly your relationship life, you're going to have a horrible outcome. Some of the people that I've taught our advanced techniques to from a sales perspective, they're getting upwards of a 50% closing rate. Now imagine if you were a salesperson and you knew from experience that you could close 50% of your customers. You would have no doubt in your mind that you could make 6-7 figures per year. You would have an enormously strong frame. And it wouldn't matter if you couldn't close half of the customers. But even a 20%, 30% closing rate would be fantastic. It would be way above average. If you were a salesperson and you could make money from sales, and you knew you could close 20% of the people you talk to, you could still have an incredibly strong frame, an incredibly strong belief that you could make 6-7 figures per year, even though 80% of the people you talk to didn't do what you wanted them to do. So get rid of the idea that controlling the frame means controlling other people's behavior, and shift into the mind of a sorter, a qualifier, and understand and accept and appreciate that most people you talk to won't be qualified to be in a relationship with you, won't be qualified to start a business with you. And the best way to build a strong frame is to start as big as you possibly can. Have a huge purpose for your life, a huge ambition for your life. Why are you here? What is the reason you are on this earth, watching this video, breathing, living, doing things every day? What is the reason for your existence? Answer this question first, and then get smaller and smaller and smaller. And then when you talk to people on an individual level, the question is, are you qualified to come with me on my life's journey or not? And accept that most people will not be qualified. And the best way to strengthen your frame in the short term is to disqualify people. Remember, if you only care if she's good looking and you try to qualify her and you try to qualify yourself to her, that is a sign of a very weak frame, a very scarcity-based frame. But if you have a very strong ambition for your life and you have a very, very rigorous list of criteria that you ruthlessly adhere to, that is a very, very strong frame. So paradoxically, the more you disqualify people, the stronger your frame becomes. And so how do you disqualify people? You talk to them long enough to find out something about their personality that doesn't quite match with what you want. That represents a very, very abundance mindset, that you have such an abundant belief in yourself, such a strong belief that you can get your needs met. You don't put up with much that is disqualified. You don't put up with people that have personality issues. You don't put up with people that have emotional issues. It's much better for you to wait and find somebody better. So to build up a strong frame, first start on the huge level and then work down. And as a daily exercise, start to approach people, start to talk to people, start to disqualify people based on their personality and emotional characteristics. This will build a very strong frame. This will give you a massive sense of confidence, and it will make it much, much easier to talk to people because you'll know from experience that most people are not qualified. And if you know from experience that most people are not going to be qualified to be with you, you're never going to worry about rejection again because you'll have that strong belief in your frame, that strong belief that your future is going to be magnificent. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you'd like to learn more about how to build a strong frame, check out the links below. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.